Your guns bust and women lose trust over this bitch we call lust.
Struggle continues. I was posted up at the venue. Seen this fly sister eyes peeking out over the menu. She was checking me, not knowing that God had selected me. But I didn't have all on my armor, so was protecting me. What? This boy was stressing me, whispering about ecstasy and how good she would look if the sister was lying next to me. I started sweating, see it felt like I was burning. I was yearning and determined to get it. And with a sermon, and another voice spoke up and woke up my mental and said, just getting physical is not that simple. You got feelings and emotions that run deeper than an ocean. And what you gon' do when this chick gets wide open? And what's more than a late night stroking? Are you gonna hit it and quit it and leave her lying with her heart broken? But man, this girl was potent. Damn, this sister smoking. Look at the way she's dressed, most deaf, she's straight promoting. She got all these niggas open, but she's hoping that you get it. Press up and get the digits and hit her walk with a quickness. But you care one business, plus you bear witness to the God. You got a mission and a job. I know resistance is hard, but your example could change a life. You can even name her right. Look at how she's looking, I bet you could do your thing tonight. That ain't even sane advice, she might be the flaming type, but she got the frame you like, you know you wanna bang it, right? At this point, I'm starting to feel like the hanging Christ, trapped in between two worlds, two minds. Oh Lord, please forgive me if I commit a few crimes. I know what comes around goes back around every time.
Nigga, you got your swerve on, hit a curve, written to several friends of mine. Tried to hide the evidence, but still I'm finding hairs of colors other than red. Not to mention you were spring fresh, coming to bed after you told me you was playing ball with some of your friends. Question, when they start stamping your hands so you can get in the gym, now you pausing and stalling and close to panic while I'm standing here grinning. And as I listen, not a thing you say is near to convincing me what you're saying's even close to the truth. But I'ma give you points for humor, cause you're very entertaining, pure comedy. Trust in big butts and smiles, that's what I get for letting the leash reach more than the mouth. You can go now.
You coughing? You good?
I get sleepy. She start laughing. Yeah.
So what's on with this new girl of yours, man?
We got a girl?
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
Why you been bringing
What you mean?
Taking econ together. Yeah.
That's sweet, that's sweet.
What's her name?
Pass that blunt real quick.
You start talking about your life and you need a substance, huh?
You know, Glenn be messing with them exotic chicks, you know? Some Muslim sisters.
You got a nice Muslim?
Well, you know, her name's Sophia. She's just a girl, that, I met at econ. She's from Morocco. I don't really know much about her, but I mean,
You better learn something about her. You're
That's
gonna be
sweet.
with her.
You better know more than just her name. I mean, I love her, but I don't really know nothing about her. What's up with that? So y'all ain't going to church together, I guess, huh?
I mean, no, but I don't go to church myself,
Right.
Right.
You wanna do something,
I pass that blunt real quick. Besides, too many devils got memberships anyway.
That is
I
true.
feel it, that's the truth.
That's true.
Yo, how long you gonna be on that computer?
Just for a little bit, man. Just for a little bit.
Yeah, why don't you just tell him to go to the
Oh,
lab?
oh, mind your business. Look, you got 10 minutes. Don't spill anything on it.
tells me you have an interest in our organization.
Well, let's just say I'd like a little more information.
Well, then it's settled. You got the job. I'm just kidding. There's a lot more to it than that. What did Emmerich exactly tell you about our organization?
He told me you were in the Secret Service.
Do you know the 3 ways of disseminating information to the citizens of a first world country? No, don't kill yourself. The question is rhetorical. I'll tell you, universities, media, and religion. Now, for years, our organization has had its hand in all 3.
I thought you protected the president.
The Secret Service act as bodyguards under the authority of the Treasury Department. But I didn't fly here this afternoon to discuss hiring a bodyguard. We are not the Secret Service. We are the Sacred Service.
Sir, I'm only 23, and I'm only here out of respect for Mr. Sage. I'm not saying I don't want to hear what you have to say, but I'm not making any promises.
Well, Mr. Regal, the nation has ended. Co-opted by the international corporation. National intelligence agencies have done their best to monitor and even hold at bay the power of these citizen-owned entities. But one thing has gotten in the way. The military-industrial complex. By its very nature, decade-old technology must be sold to the private citizen to keep the engine going, to keep the money flowing, and to keep the people too distracted from knowing that their defense budget is but an excuse to drive the biggest business in the world, war.
You mean another Desert Storm?
And they want to keep it that way. They don't want you to know this. They want you to think they're everywhere, larger in life, hand in everything. But really, it's all a sham to hide the truth, that their boat is leaking. In war, things are never what they seem. Misdirection is the key. It's like a magic trick. Make your enemy think you are here when you're there. Make him think you're strong when you're weak. Make him think you're weak when you're strong. The conspiracy theory of Big Brother, well, let's just say it's overrated. But it's a useful weapon to keep the free-thinking U.S. citizen from exercising his freedom.
What does this have to do with me?
With enough audacity and the right connections, there will come a day when a small group of men could eventually start an intelligence network that would grow more powerful than the CIA.
Yeah, right.
Perhaps Dr. Emmerich Sage overestimated you. Perhaps you're not the man we imagined.
No disrespect, but I don't think a small group of men would ever be able to outsmart the CIA.
With the right infrastructure, you could bring down an entire empire with but the tip of your tongue. The French Revolution, the American Revolution, it wasn't good over evil that made them possible. It was infrastructure, forged by years and years of plotting, planning, machination, until a few men, the right men, believed and had the courage to consider that maybe, just maybe, someone besides the Pope had the right to make a sovereign claim to land, property, chattel, the scriptures themselves, and even other human beings. The infrastructure that made this possible, Freemasonry.
I'm just a writer. I have no interest in revolution.
You ever heard of the ICOC?
The what?
I will say it again, the ICOC.
No, what does it stand for?
We believe that this organization has the potential to be such an infrastructure. And we want you to be our man on the inside.